to do anything for visa? Sell sex, perhaps? If that's the case, are you willing to lose your dignity? Well, it may sound impossible, but the topic that we are going to discuss in this video is entitled Selling Sex for Visas, Sex Tourism as a Stepping Stone to International Migration. Hi, I am Aira Mae Nicolas from Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences 2-1. Do you guys ever wonder if all those sex workers who ended up marrying their clients was because of love? Or it's just because of something that their clients can offer them? Visa, for example. Well, before going through our thorough discussion, let me define visa first. Visa, according to the Oxford Dictionary, is an endorsement on a passport indicating that the holder is allowed to enter, live, or stay for a specific period of time in a country. Just like Andrea, a Dominican sex worker who is about to marry her German client turned boyfriend, and then she found out that she's marrying her boyfriend not because of love, but she can see a picture in her mind of an easier life for herself and her two daughters to migrate out of poverty. See, because of the life that Andrea is living, she put love aside at least temporarily. In Sosua, a small town on the north coast of the Dominican Republic, they have this idea and makes a distinction between marriage por amor or for love and marriage por residencia for visas. After all, why visa marriage certificate on romantic love when it can be transformed into visa to a new land and economic security? Economic security meaning they have access to basic needs, infrastructure pertaining to health, education, dwelling, information, and social protection, as well as work-related security. Since the early 1990s, Sosua has been a popular vacation spot for male European sex tourists, especially Germans. Poor women migrate from throughout the Dominican Republic to work in Sosua's sex trade. There, they hope to meet and marry foreign men who will sponsor their migration to Europe. By migrating to Sosua, these women are engaged in an economic strategy that is both familiar and altogether new. They are attempting to capitalize on the very global linkages that exploit them. These poor single mothers are not simply using sex work in a tourist town with European clients as a survival strategy, which means they're not just using their European clients as their way to survive their everyday life, but they are using it as an advancement strategy, meaning these women seek to have an advanced or better way of living. The key aims of this strategy are marriage and migration of the island. Marriage, in a simple manner, is a formal union and social and legal contract between two individuals that unites their lives legally, economically, and emotionally. And migration, on the other hand, means that it is the movement of people from one place in the world to another. Seems an easy way, right? But even short of these goals, Sosua holds out special promise to its sex workers, who can establish ongoing transnational relationships with the aid of technologies such as fax machines at the phone company in town, where the foreign clients and the women communicate about the men's return visit in this manner, as well as the international money wires from clients overseas. Susuwa's sex trade also stands apart from that of many other sex tourist destinations in the developing world in that it does not operate through pimps, nor it is tied with the drug trade. Young women are not trafficked to Susuwa, and as a result, they maintain a good deal of control over their working conditions. Certainly, these women still risk rape, beatings, and arrest. The sex trade is dangerous, and Susuwa is no exception. Nonetheless, Dominican women are not coerced into Susuwa's trade, but rather ended up there through networks of female family members and friends who have worked there. Without pimps, sex workers keep all their earnings. They are essentially working freelance. They can choose the bars and nightclubs in which to hang out, the number of hours they work, the clients with whom they will work, and the amount of money to charge. There has been considerable debate over whether sex work can be anything but exploitative. The stories of Dominican women in Susuwa help demonstrate that there is a wide range of experiences within the sex trade, some of them beneficial, others tragic. Beneficial in terms of having ways to survive in a daily basis, and somehow ended up migrating in a specific country with the help of the sex trade itself. And tragic because people doesn't always share the same attitude. Other clients tend to take advantage of those sex workers. As Anne McClintock writes, depicting all sex workers as slaves only travesties the myriad different experiences of sex workers around the world. At the same time, it theoretically confuses social agency and identity with social context. And that's it for today's discussion. Once again, I am Aira Mae Nicolas of Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences 2-1. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.